Hey guys, Archie Luxury here on the Archie Luxury Show. That's right, guys. I'm here and I'm here to welcome all you guys. I'm sending a few invites out. Mr. Goldberg is away. He's away visiting his dad. So that's great. That's good. That's good to see him reaching out. Send a not a super chat, a link to Tattersall. Let's see if I can get Bateman on. You can come. I had to talk to Bateman. Bateman, come back. We miss you. We want the shows. Clivers. See if I can get Clivers on. I'm just trying to send a few invites out there. Aussie expat. I like his positive. I like his positiveness. There's no point sending one to Kessler. He doesn't come on. Same as Hoff. I can't get Hoff on. Nothing I can do. Okay, there we go. We got a first super chat in. Super chat, Hurritan, $5. If JR, that's HR, had a show and got super chats, how much more would you dislike him, big boy? You seem to be at your max with JR. Can it go higher? What do you think of that, Paul? Yeah, I don't know what it is with him. He just grinds my gears. He grinds my gears. And I don't know what to say. It's a tricky thing. What can I say, really? It is what it is, you know. Look, there's a lot of good stuff out there. HR comes on, he gives me the link. You know, I'll just post the link. So I didn't post the link, did I? Did I post the link? I don't think I did. I got to get some panelists on there. Today's topic is the juice worth the squeeze? Why do I say that? I'll tell you why I say that. Oh, Black Cat 997, $20. Bateman, top-notch guy, treat him wow. Okie dokie. And I've got to say this, he's a great guy. Yeah, Bateman, I rang Bateman yesterday, okay, because Bateman left the stream and he was pissed off about Suckerhorn. And sometimes these things get out of hand. And what can I say? They get out of hand, and sometimes these things get out of hand and it ends. That's the problem. It ends, you know, like these things. And there's a great saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth the squeeze? That's what you've got to ask yourself. Is the juice worth the squeeze? And that's something only you can work out. It's the way it goes. You know, the thing is this, we won't come here, we have some fun. The problem is you need the drama to bring the money in. And then the drama comes and bites you in the ass because you say things to get super chats, and then it pisses other people off who then come and they don't appreciate your sort of sense of humor. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to say. sometimes this type of environment, is the juice worth the squeeze? I was talking to Luxie yesterday. I had a good talk to some of the guys who run the stream with me, and I even rang Bateman. I said, Bateman, it's good to, what's wrong? Come and talk to me. And, sometimes people prod because they're trying to get traction and super chats. And sometimes it bites you in the ass. It bites you in the ass because they get all defensive and, they think, oh, if you're attacking me, I'll attack you. It gets really out of hand. Higgy was an example. Look at that. The narc was a great part of the show, but the juice wasn't worth the squeeze when he alienated everybody. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. And it is how it goes. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to explain. What's what I'm trying to explain to the audience here. Sometimes, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth the squeeze? Come on, guys, jump on and discuss this with me. We've got another super chat from Hurricane, $5. Here we go. Hurricane, $5. Top prospects to replace Jock and Bateman, who you viciously fired. Suckerhorn doesn't want to do streams. Eddie, fuck me dead. Eddie was a liability. Now, that guy there, man, see, people laugh about this, right? They say, oh, Eddie was great. You got rid of the fun. Yeah, but Eddie was drinking booze when he was driving his vehicle. I mean, fuck, that's just a disaster. That's a disaster, okay? Easy. I got to be honest. Easy gets a bit carried away there. He gets very easy. Easy's got pressures, and he gets a bit carried away. Air King Ben. I liked Air King Ben. Air King Ben. Jonathan Higgin Quayle. I mean, Jonathan, I like Jonathan. I remember the Bond chat. That's the whole thing. We had good panelists. Jonathan was a great panelist. I liked his sense of humor. Really interesting guy. And it kind of exploded. I got a super chat from Nelson to let Narc on, and this happened, and it just blew up. And I like Jonathan a lot, but it just imploded. And then Narc walks away. Oh, you're withholding. I'm withholding. Fuck me dead. You just destroyed good panelists. Is the juice worth the squeeze with Narc? That's the thing. Is the juice worth? And sometimes it's not. It's not worth the squeeze at all. We got Hurricane. Hurricane's here. What's he saying? Hurricane is saying $2. Uzi was dumped by Watch Nick for Meech. You forgive? No, I don't. Uzi was a fucking pain in the ass. That guy's not worth the squeeze. The thing about Uzi is he's always a pain in the ass. It was always, I got this greatest. He wants to make himself seem 7 foot. Always a fucking pain in the ass with Uzi. Oh, fuck. And I don't like any racist jibes there. I mean, that's not funny. And it's very egotistical. Oh, fuck, he wasn't worth that. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. Let me tell you that. That was fucking super pain in the ass, okay? That was a super duper pain in the fucking ass, you know? That's what makes it tricky. You see what I mean? Just very, very annoying. You know, and yeah, I don't know what to say. It just um, it's kind of yeah, it's kind of how it goes, you know. It's kind of how it goes there. We've got another super chat here. Dirk Diggler, the Stigler, $2. Remember, El Diablo says the customer is the boss. Who's El Diablo? Who is El? Who is El Diablo? I'd never heard of that dude. Diablo. I don't think the customer is boss. Customer needs to be El. El Diablo most commonly refers to a 1940s tequila cocktail. Okay. The term is Spanish for the devil, El Diablo, devil. What does El Diablo mean? It means the devil in Spanish. What the fuck does that mean? Says the customer. El Diablo says the customer is the boss. The devil. Oh, okay. The devil. I don't think that is the case. The customer can't always control it because they fuck things up. For example, everyone wants Narky poo. Nark, get Nark on. Nark's funny. Yeah, Nark's funny when he's not after you. As soon as he's after you, it becomes a fucking nightmare. And you get no panelists. Look at today. No, not one fucking panelist on here today. Okay, so Goldberg's away on vacation. Fair enough. It's I don't know what to say. What can you say? It's a disaster. We got Hurricane here. Hurricane, $5. Name 5 panelists you wish you had back and 5 panelists you never want to see again. Let's go there, big boy. 5 panelists you'd love back. Oh, fuck. This is actually pretty good. This is a good super chat. 5 panelists I'd love back. Okay, so I would like Bear, Bondage, and Discipline. I would love Bear, Bondage. I'd love Sirocco back. Sirocco was Passed away. Lovely guy, Sirocco. Who else do I want? Panelists back. Blue shirt. Another panelist who passed away. 5. Who's another panelist I really enjoyed? Oh, that guy. What's his name? The guy who used to do the Breguet. He's watches. He had that watch channel. You know that one? He was doing. He had the tattoo. I'm just trying to remember. We got Dodger jumping on. Hey, Dodge.
Hey, Arch, how you doing, man?
Hey, not too bad. What's wrong?
What's wrong? What's nothing wrong? I thought I'd hop on and we'll talk about what we're going to do in Vietnam. Vietnam.
Hey, who's going to Vietnam? Tell me about this. I haven't been brushed up on this. Who's going?
Well, I'm going. You're going. But we didn't know you were going. I'm going. Jamie's going. Mrs. Dodge is going. Looks like Jock could be coming. Jock could be coming. It could be exciting. So yeah, so we're all hanging out with Easy. That's going to be exciting.
So you're going to Hanoi?
Yeah, coming to Hanoi. I know it's just strange, weird, isn't it? You're coming at the same time. We didn't plan this. I know none of us planned this, but it's all happening at the same time.
I see.
Is that a bit of a shock? Be okay. Okay, we've hung out together before.
I just had a bit of a dispute with Jock. Jock can go get fucked as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm not sure if he's coming or he's not coming. He was thinking of coming.
Don't worry about it. I'll just give him a bottle of scotch, and I mean that'll take care of him.
He'll be all right. He'll be okay. Everything's fine. The real world's a different place. This
stabs me in the back, goes and does his own streaming. Then he blames it on Lux. Oh, Lux took all the fun away.
No, I'm not going there. I don't want to get involved in that. Oof.
I mean,
things
I always
happen.
Paid him. I always paid him. He put the invoice in before he put the knife in. I paid him straight away because I thought he could have been a bit short of money.
I don't think anybody's knifed you. Honestly, I mean, everybody has a different take on what happened. You have to be there to understand what happened, and it's one of those. The dungeon's always been a different place. Remember when we set it up with Sirocco? We had that conversation. It was you, me, Sirocco. We set it up. We set some ground rules, but other people. You always said you wouldn't get directly involved. You never did, and yet you never have, right? You have never really. I mean, obviously there are limits. There's no way on the dungeon. Somebody's going to come on, go below the belt with you or your family or anything like that. I mean, that's just ain't going to ever happen. That would never have happened. But other things happen outside of you, and it's a long story, and whether or not you should be bothered with it.
Let me just go through 5 panelists we don't want. 5 panelists I don't want. Let me go through that there. We got Uzi, Narc, HR. We've got Invest Collector. He's fucking negative guy. And T-Dubs. Next super chat, Hurricane, $5. I wanted to come on today, but Angelic said not to cause of the narc.
Oh, ouch.
Thomas Burnett, £2. AC3. Which are your top 5 hand finished watches?
It can't be Rolex then.
Breguet. That's the way I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the Zenith, by the way, at the moment. I haven't heard from Jamie in ages. What's he up to?
Oh, he's around, but he's busy with work and everything. He's got projects and stuff, and work.
I thought he got out of watches.
He's a young man. He has to work.
I thought he got out of watches, didn't he?
No, he's not got out of watches. He's just diverted capital into something far, far, far more interesting and more profitable than watches. So, fair play. At his age, he's taken the right decision. No pressure.
Hurricane. And I got JR in the background. Hurricane, $10. Quick question. Which team would you rather have in the Archieverse? Team 1, Angelic, the Slayer, Narc, Toyota Mo, Dodger, Jamie, Opulence, Higgy, Curly, Mookie versus Team 2, Lux.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, how you going? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm a long-time listener, first-time panelist. Let me give you an update, Paul. I had my first oyster tonight.
I'm just talking to Dodge for a minute there. Dodge.
Yeah.
When are you going to Vietnam? This is the news to me. I never knew anything about this. When are you going?
I can't remember the dates. Mrs. Dodger booked it, and I can never remember anything. I just turn up. It's end of March. I think it's like from the 29th of March to the 2nd of April. Is those dates?
Yeah, I'd love to catch up with you, Dodge. I'd love to see you.
Have something to eat.
I'd love to see, what's his name? Jamie. And who else?
Yeah.
Jock. I don't even mind saying hello to Jock. Okay, there you go. I'll bury the
may or may not come. It's a maybe.
I don't mind Jock, okay? I tell you honestly, I am a bit cheesed off about what happened, but I'd love to say hello. I don't mind Jock. Jock's okay.
Actually,
tell you the truth,
fix things up on a personal level. Fix things up.
The juice wasn't worth the squeeze with him. Probably best he fucks off and does his own thing, because it was always a fucking whinge. I'm sick of the whinge fest. You know what? Now that he does his own thing, he can't whinge to me about other people.
Paul, can I ask you a question?
No, you can't. And let me say something else, Dodger, to you.
Yes, sir.
I have Luxy there. Luxy just tries to make sure the channel doesn't get banned. Look at the history of all the other guys. You got Curly, multiple channels banned. Watch Nick, multiple channels banned. I'm able to keep the channels banned because I try and make sure we don't do anything dodgy. Can't drink and drive. Eddie's out of fucking control. Narc is all good, right? Narc is good when he's not attacking you. When he's attacking someone else, it's all funny. But he starts attacking your panelists and nobody comes on.
Right, sir.
That's the problem with Narc. Narc burns up collateral. He burns up collateral.
But he gives you super chats, Paul.
You've lost some very solid panelists. You've lost people that do great watch talk and who've been highly entertaining, and the punters, lost forever.
Hey, Dodger, I had my first oyster tonight. What do you make of that, Dodger?
Wonderful, as long as you didn't have a bad one, and bad oysters can make you very sick, man.
Dodger, I'm worried I'm going to get Vibrio. What do you make of that, Paul?
I don't know, but Rick Stein poisoned me to death in his restaurant down south with his oysters.
Wow.
So all I've got to say about oysters, just don't go to a Michelin star restaurant and eat oysters because they'll kill you.
Dodger, I just had the shit.
Were they really that bad? Like, you can't really blame him for that, can you?
Dodger, are oysters cooked?
Depends. They can be cooked, then they can be raw. I like oysters with a bit of Tabasco and lemon juice, just as they come.
I think mine was raw. I had some lemon juice on it, ate it. I've had the shits for the last half hour. What do you make of that, Paul? Paul, what do you make of that? Paul?
I didn't even hear what you said. I wasn't even listening.
Okay. I need you to be a bit more. I
It
need
was
you
so
to be a bit more
unimportant.
engaged. Be a bit more engaged. I'm a panelist, Paul. So what I was saying to Dodger is I had oysters today, and for the last half hour I've had the shits. So my question
Were they
is,
fresh?
what do you
Where were
make of
they
that,
from?
Paul?
Where were they from?
Scotland.
Fine,
See,
Scotland.
oysters are
fine.
very
Well,
rich. You know,
well,
they've got a lot of
you know, it's good.
cholesterol. It's actually a good cholesterol, right?
Yeah. So my question is, what do you make of that, Paul? About me eating oysters and having the shits. What do you make of that, Paul? Paul, what do you make of
Let me
that,
just
Paul?
catch up on these super chats. We've got a super chat here from M16A14. M16A1 for me. I had more in 4 hours today than you did all month. I don't even know what he's talking. I don't even know who that is. I don't even
No,
know what he,
that'll be the Uzi. Hey, Uzi.
Hey
That's
Uzi, hey
the
Uzi.
Paying to play, Arch. Paying to play.
Pay to play, big boy. Work with me,
we
not
got
against me. I'm
Hurricane,
Pay
Archie
to play.
LUXURIA.
$5. Okay, since you've naturally given us your reasons why those panelists can't run the dungeon, what's your plan? Should we book plastic to do the funeral for it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of that,
He
Paul?
always did a good sermon, didn't he? Plastic always did. Remember the old days, Archie, when Plastic would do a sermon when something,
You know what, Roger?
the
I think it's over. It's
excommunicado,
time
when someone
to
was
wind it
excommunicated.
up. Is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yes, yes, it is, Paul. It's a business transaction. Squeeze it, big boy. What do you make of that, Paul? Great vid, Arch. I'm Archie LUXURIA. Tell your fuckhead friends. What do you make of that, Paul?
Is the
Paul?
juice worth the squeeze?
Paul, like, listen, I keep asking you, what do you make of that? And you're not really saying anything back to me, Paul. I'm a bit concerned. What do you make of that, Paul? Paul? Are you there, Paul? Paul? Paul?
Yes, go on.
Yeah, so I'm saying, what do you make of that?
Hey, not much I can say there, I'm afraid. This is the way it goes. It's not worth the
What would you
squeeze.
make of that?
We've got Cam Ran. Here we go. Cam Ran. Okay, if you're going to have silly pictures, I'm going to put you in the back room, JR. Cam Ran, £2. AC3, do you want to go to Ladypool Road, RS3, Cuzzy? AC3, do you want to go to Ladypool Road? I don't understand. I don't even understand what he's saying. Ladypool Road. I don't get it.
No idea either. RS3 Cuzzy. Ladypool.
And we've got
Man.
Black Cat 9975 bucks. We need Jock also. Goofy Day entertainment for the Americans. The dungeon works for you 24/7. We need Jock also. Well, Jock's decided to go and do his own thing. At least the fucking whinging will stop, because that guy whinge,
Paul, do you want me to explain?
whinge,
Do you want me to explain the last super
That's
chat?
what it was.
I can
The guy
explain
was
the last super chat.
whinging.
I can explain the last super chat. Pull it up, Paul.
No, I'm not going to be your bitch. We've got
You
Hurricane,
already
$5.
what? You
Here we
already
go.
are.
We're just going to put you in the back room for talking when you're not spoken to. Hurricane, $5. AC3, I totally get you want to kill the dungeon. Who do you blame for its demise? Don't bitch out, cuz I know you blame a few. Give me the drum. I blame you, Hurricane. I tell you who I blame is you, because in one moment you tell Lux to do this, do that. In the other moment you turn against him. Okay? You yourself have said you're a troll, and sometimes you're a fucking pain in the ass. Okay? The juice isn't worth the squeeze anymore. MT85, $5. Can we get an answer on which team you would take from Tan's super chat? I'm going to tell you this. Luxie's been a loyal friend of mine for years. Okay? And the truth is, if you give too much to this audience, they treat you like shit. Okay? You can't reveal everything because they take the joke far too far. That's what happens. Dodger.
Sir?
I'd love to see you in NAM.
It's going to be good. Yeah, I didn't realise. Those dates are about right on the end of March, start of April. You're there, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going there. Mid 20s.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
going to
yeah. It's just
Hanoi.
happened by chance. By chance, yeah. Hanoi. Here we
I'd
go,
love to
baby.
catch up. I'd love to catch up. Jamie's a great guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't
He's just
seen
busy,
him in
but yeah,
ages. I really would love to have a chat with him. He's great fun. I'm glad he's doing okay.
yeah, definitely,
Um,
definitely. Yeah, he's all right. He's just busy, you know. I mean, other things, other
yeah,
things.
the economy's not the fucking same as it was 2 years ago, mate.
No, it's all changed, hasn't it, Arch? It's just not the same it was 2 years ago when we were like, yeah, it was
Oh, it's
boom
fucking
times, you know,
dreadful.
the boom times.
Dreadful. It is dreadful.
Times is hard now. I mean, that lockdown time was probably the best of times. We used to have some good times, didn't we? You know, we had all the crew. There's none of this, none of this nastiness. There was no nastiness going on. We'd have fun. You know, we'd have a good crew. There's nothing below the belt. You know, nothing personal was being done. It was,
Yeah,
yeah, great
gone
times. I
too
mean,
far
yeah,
now.
yeah, I think so. I think some things have gone too far. It's just not good, really. It's not good. Hurtful things
Hurricane,
have been done.
$5.
It's never
Hurricane,
that.
we love you. Love the tan. Hurricane is the only reason the juice is worth the squeeze. If it wasn't for Hurricane, I'd be out of business. Did you know that, Dodger?
Well, I know. I mean, I've talked to Tan. I've talked to him in the back. I know he's done everything
He's
he
actually
can
a
to help,
really, really nice
help and
guy. He likes
support.
a bit of
Yeah, yeah,
entertainment.
he is. Yeah, and he's done a lot to help and support the show, to support the dungeon, you, everybody, really. Tried to remain neutral as best he can, you know, and just listen and give advice. He's never come down seriously hard, has he? You know, he's not said. He's
He's
never
put so
stamped.
much
He's never
effort and
come onto
money
your
into
show
this
and
thing. He
stamped.
would
Has
be
he ever?
dead if it
He's
wasn't
never.
for the Hurricane $5. I take it as a great honor that you blame solely me for the dungeon's demise. Can we seal that as the undisputed opinion? Cheers. I got to tell you, Tan himself absolutely done so much for us.
Yeah, he's done a lot to try and you know, keep the dungeon afloat, keep it going, keep it motivated. He's reached out to me. You know, I've come on and done, you know, because mainly because Dan's reached out to me and I've come on and done the odd dungeon show. He's you know, when things have been down, he's tried to, you know, beat the whole thing up
We've got
and
Aussie Expat joining us.
keep the.
Hey, Aussie, what's going on, man?
Hey,
G'day. I would have joined earlier, but I was finishing my workout. Hope you're
You was
doing
finishing
well.
your what?
Workout.
Oh, workout. Good on you, man.
Getting there. Hey, I'd
Hey,
love to have
we're
joined you
going to
guys for
Vietnam
Vietnam. That sounds
at the end of
good.
March. Do you want to come? Do you want to come? Fly
you're more than
over?
welcome.
I appreciate the invite. I'll have a look. I wasn't planning to, obviously, but man, it sounds like fun. Sounds like
It's
fun.
going to be fun. We're going to have the best of times now, and then realize that so many people are sort of going to be there.
Have you
It's going to
booked
be
a
a great
place? Have
weekend, I
you
think.
and hey, Dodger, have you and Jamie booked a place? Because I'd like to sort of.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we have. Yeah, I've got the agenda. Well,
I
There
could
was
use a
no invite.
pinpoint. Like I need to know like what kind of ballpark we're at.
There was no invite sent to me.
you were coming anyway. By the looks of it.
Yeah, but I'd like to stay at
Well,
your place.
the only invite was sort of easy. You know, it was easy. Invited me and Jamie over. We were going to go to where you are at the moment, and we'd sort of changed plans. It's cost me £250 to change my flights to do the Vietnam trip. So we were going to go to
Yeah.
China because Mrs. Dodge has never been to. I've done China inside out over the years, but no, we decided to make the divert, and it was a last minute thing. We changed the flights to go and see Easy in Vietnam.
Yeah, I've never been to
Oh, you
Vietnam. I regret not going when I was younger.
I think it's going to be. It's a
Wow.
brilliant destination. It's somewhere I've never been.
China or Vietnam? Sorry.
Vietnam, yeah, it's one place I've never
Yeah,
been at.
Vietnam
That
is
part of the world.
amazing.
So we're
Yeah,
doing
never been.
honkers, fingers. We were going to do China, but now we're going to sort of because we're only going to go to where I forgot the name of the the Las Vegas place in China. I don't know where you would call it.
Macau. That's just an
Macau. That's
easy
not proper
evening trip.
China.
Yeah, that's just an easy.
We
Well,
meet
Macau's
standing
something else.
bows from that proper China.
I wouldn't dismiss Macau. That's something else. It's
Yeah,
not. It's not China. It's not Hong Kong.
not
It's
proper
Macau.
China. No. All these, I like going in country where I used to work around Ningbo, around that South Coast area, where it's all proper China, So
I wish
back
I
in the
was young and
rural.
single. I would. Yeah, I wish I was young and single.
We got another super chat. Another super chat from the Hurricane. $5. No, you don't understand. You claimed Curly got you the button for the dungeon. I'm totally good with tearing that to shreds. It was actually Hurricane who organized the whole thing. Without Hurricane, it would never have happened. It was the juice was worth the squeeze.
Archie, I've
Thank
got
you.
more than a dozen luxury watches,
Yes.
and I've had someone who I trust, and I'd say a friend, offer good money for the Pelagos 42.
Yeah.
And as much as I want to reduce the total number of watches, I'm really, every time I pull this out, I like this watch. I feel like this one can't go. I only wore it like 5 days last year, but every day that I wear it, I enjoy it. I do.
Let me say this to you, Ozzy. Sometimes you've got to let me say this to you. Okay, so after the burglary, in my case, I built up a collection. I think I had a really
Yes.
beautiful. This is a photo of
That
the
was
collection.
crazy. I couldn't believe it. Like you went, that was the fastest collection build out ever.
No, but that was financed. That was borrowed money. Okay.
Sure, some of us have money. We don't buy watches at that pace.
Okay, but that was secondhand, and one of your
Yeah.
watches, your gold Daytona, is more than my entire collection. So, but the thing is, I enjoyed it, and then I realized, you know what? 5.5% money is no longer cheap money. Okay.
Yes.
And I decided to get out of it because I wanted the money back. I tell you, I'm going for I'm going for a consolidation period where I want to get out of unnecessary expenses. That's why I got rid of I paid the car off. It's not like the car was killing me financially. It didn't have a lease. I paid it off in August last year when I sold the World Time. I paid the car off. I said, boom, paid off. And then I thought, the funny thing is, from July last year until I sold it, I did about 2,000 kilometers in the car. It's nothing. You think, do I really need it?
Right.
And I thought, you know what? It's still worth a lot of money. Yes, I lost a lot, but I had it for 4 years. I mean, fuck you. You don't buy a car as an investment. You buy it for enjoyment. It's like going to a brothel. It's not an investment. It's a great experience, a great fun time. Okay.
What happens? I mean, I got this Jeep. Well, Mrs. Dodge got this Jeep, but she paid what, 25K for it.
Never buy a Jeep. Let's just clarify something.
And
Chrysler,
it's now
Fiat, Chrysler, Fiat. Do not buy Maserati. Do not buy
yeah,
Jeep.
I know the problems. I know. I'm starting to get the problems.
BMW, yes, it's expensive, but it does work. BMW, if you buy a new BMW, they do. It's like a new Audi or a new Mercedes. They do work for the warranty period.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, there's nothing worse than when you buy a Maserati Ghibli at £75,000 and it's got the same tech as a Jeep Compass.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Yeah, but those Jeeps, they're not real Jeeps. They're just Fiats rebadged as Jeep. Come on, you know. I mean, there's the old style ones like the Grand Cherokee and the Wrangler, but even with all the emission controls, it's the emission controls that's killed our Jeep. It's just murdered it, you know, with a DPF on it and bloody hell, everything else. The EGR valves on the diesel. If you only do short journeys, it doesn't regenerate. Oh,
I don't know. Don't take this badly, but I would take this to you, Ozzy, because you're such a perfectionist.
Go ahead.
Dirk Diggler, $2. Ozzy, no BS. Are you autistic or have Asperger's? No, he's a millionaire. Route Master, his name is.
Objectively, I don't have autism or Asperger's. Yeah, like in the career field that I'm in, I have to explain technology to people. So in general, yeah, you could get a good technology person who has autism or Asperger's, but then getting them across the line to actually explain it and convince people they need to invest in it, that's a more difficult task. But talk quickly about what you were saying, Archie. I'd like to get to that phase where you're at, but and what I describe it as to other people is you have to want the numbers more than you want stuff, and that's how you ultimately get rich. You got to want the numbers more than you want stuff, because if you're infatuated with stuff, you'll never get the numbers. Yeah, exactly. I just can't get over watches. I can't stop.
I've got the same problem. I keep saying to Mrs. Dodge, should I sell? Should I sell? Or some prices are going down. You know, I've got this Pepsi. I've lost probably 400 quid on it or whatever. Well, should I sell? But, you know, I said, well, do you need to sell? Do you need to sell? And she's saying, well, I don't need to sell. So why sell?
Investments are never about needing to do them. Like investments are always optional. So it comes down to wants.
For me weren't investments, yeah. Probably
no. I'm saying that's the alternative to an investment. Buying something. So you have to want to invest more than you want stuff. Is ultimately the question.
You know something, Aussie expat? I disagree with you on so many fundamentals, right?
That's why it's good conversation.
But what you just said there, I've never heard someone say before so distinctly. And you know something? You are 1,000,000% right. Okay.
I'm happy. I actually made that. I read a lot of books. I didn't steal that from a book.
You want stuff. If you want stuff, the stuff will own you. Okay, like meaning you borrow. But it's only when you're prepared to say, you know what, you can still respect stuff, but you say you want the figures more. And that's what I've actually, you know something, Aussie expat? That's exactly what I've come to the conclusion. I love stuff, right? And
that's the key to life,
I started getting rid of stuff, right? Like I tell you, I sold $100,000 worth of watches last year, Dodger. We're talking Australian, okay? It's about 70 US, okay?
Big money.
And no, but the reason I did it was because I looked at my balance sheet, which I actually have right in front of me here, and I realized, you know what? Fancy cards and credit cards are a trap for the middle class to keep you enslaved, right? You really, there is no magic formula to wealth creation. Yes, you've got to spend less than you earn to build money to invest, which in my case, real estate.
Yeah.
You've got to have money left over to put into something which will grow itself. You are 100% right. I am now more into the figures than the stuff, and I actually want to sell a bit more stuff off. Okay, I'm actually gone too far the other way. I would like to sell one of the Breguets and possibly the Zenith I'm wearing on my wrist at the moment. I would like to sell it off. Why?
The Zenith might be a good thing to get rid of before the brand disappears.
It's not a lot of money, but we're talking 5,000.
Yeah, but I mean, you get it now or you never get it.
The brand disappears. The Zenith will never disappear.
That's all the rumors in the last couple of weeks, is that they've lost so much money that there's no real point in keeping the brand. They can continue using the movements and all of the other.
Okay, the brand is owned by who? LVMH.
Yeah.
So that technology goes into a lot of their. So even though the brand may have lost money, it actually uses that It's like, I don't know if you remember the Volkswagen Phaeton. Do you know what a Volkswagen Phaeton is?
No, I know the name, but
That was a W12 top of the line Volkswagen. It came out about
oh yeah, I
20
know
years
that
ago.
one. Yes, yeah, I
It
know
was
that
the
one. Yeah.
So everyone said, oh, it was a flop. Nobody bought it because people who wanted a W12, a 12-cylinder car, they bought an S-Class or a 7 Series. But guess what? Volkswagen Audi Group, they bought Bentley. They put that engine, all that engineering, they basically put into the new series of Bentleys. So you know what? It was, yes, it was they lost money on the Photon, but they bought Bentley and they used that. So you know what I mean? One division loses, but another division had a rebirth because
100%. So
Bentley
Zenith.
had used a V8 push-rod engine from the fucking 50s and 60s that needed to be revised. And I'll be honest with you, Badge and BMW, you can criticize them all you like, but fuck me dead. Bentley and Rolls-Royce would have been dead if they didn't have they needed technology, new engine. You can't keep using a pushrod V8 from the fucking 50s.
No, but like that's
You should
exactly
just
to your
service and
point.
look
Getting
after.
rid of Zenith would only mean getting rid of the brand, the distribution costs and marketing costs and all of the sales staff. But all of the assets horologically would be retained and maintained. The factory itself, apart from
We've got a super
casing.
chat here. SR Bell, $2. Ozzy, have you ever seen a pussy in real life? Thank you, SR
Thank
Bell.
you, SR Bell. I think a lot of people have seen my kids on stream, so you
Yeah,
can judge it.
if you've seen Ozzy's kids, I think he's seen
this-
pussy. I think it's fair to
let
say
me-
the simple answer.
Look, I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
rude because
different.
Ozzy's actually a really attractive guy. He's got one of the most lovely wives. I think your wife is more valuable than your 10 million US dollars you've got hidden away.
I
Okay.
agree. Nothing was possible without my wife.
Let me say this to you, okay? Ozzy, I got to say this, okay? For me, Zenith itself, what will happen to Zenith if it's losing money? They'll become a brand that instead of having boutiques, they'll close the boutiques. There's still a lot of scope for multi-brand dealers. Hourglass, for example, they sell Zenith, they sell Tudor, Rolex, they sell Breitling, Omega. That multi-brand formula is still going to be there. So Zenith, you know what? They may close some boutiques. Yes. There's probably too many fucking watch shops, premium watch shops out there today. I'll tell you another brand that is tinkering on survival is fucking Panerai. They've got, you know what? They cannot really survive as boutique only. They need to be in a multi-brand.
I can't imagine the boutiques doing well. I mean, they do look like, to a normie, the boutiques look very beautiful.
Did you know 90% of the boutiques on Rodeo Drive lose money? I don't know if you know this. The rent is so expensive, but it's a flagship. We have a boutique in Rodeo. It just needs, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why
it is interesting. I mean, I see the Panerai boutique at the Caesars Palace, and it's in a super prime location, and it's very beautiful. I think there's quite a lot of people who would still think it would be a really nice thing to get a Panerai and go in there as a first watch, just because they still know Panerai from like the Stallone years, and you know they put on a good show in terms of the boutique. It looks very premium. It looks really fun. But at least they have that heyday. They had a heyday. Zenith doesn't have a heyday. They don't have those boutiques. They don't have. Like Panerai had a time. It was like Panerai and Breitling in the 2000s. I mean, And Breitling's doing very well right now.
That's what I don't understand. Why no one in these articles? Okay, SR Bell, stay away from his kids and Aussie expat. Okay, I'm not even going to answer that question because you're just pushing a bit too close to upsetting panelists. And if I piss the panelists off, I have fucking nobody comes on. Okay, and Aussie expat, the guy's worth $10 million, SR Bell. He can be a jerk. He is
Not today.
egotistical. I get it. I get it. He
Definitely
is
not today.
egotistical. He can be a bit up himself. He doesn't ever think he's wrong, but he's worth $10 million. So I don't want to. I honestly, I'm not going to push.
Yeah, the rules is pick on the panelists and not family. Yeah, it's no good picking on the families.
Dirk Diggler, $2.
Pick on the panelists. Carry on. Yes, I drink a bottle of wine every night. Yes.
Black or Bukkake? No, my
I'd say
my king is wealthy. Oh, sorry, that was your king. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'd say Bukkake in the early days was definitely a thing. These days, I'm warming up to the Latina thing. Like, there's a few good performers out there that's working pretty well.
I got to tell you, Dodger, is the juice worth the squeeze? Ozzy, I'm asking this question. Do you think the juice is worth the squeeze? What's your opinion?
We're talking on
if a juice pays,
that's the reason I'm cutting my costs so that I don't have to pay a load of juice.
You get to pay a load of juice. It's okay. But if the aggravation is more than what the money is that you get, if people don't pay to play, then it's not worth it, is it?
100% right. 100% right. And I got to be totally honest with you, Ozzy. I'm actually looking at I am looking at cutting my expenses so that I can enable some of my low-cost travel to proceed. Okay?
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. I mean, all that stuff at home, it doesn't help you travel.
No. So I may get rid of the a Breguet or two. I may get rid of both. I don't know. I just have to see if I had customers who wanted both of them. Someone said if I had two deals, I would get out of them tomorrow. Because it's not that they're terrible watches. They're not shit. Actually, can I tell you something, Ozzy? You know how you spoke about your Pelagos? That's how I feel about the fucking Zenith, because I did sell it and I bought it back.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
And
that makes sense. You know yourself better now.
You know, this could be a one and done because you got a rubber strap and I got a leather strap, a Zenith leather strap. It's so fucking perfect.
Yeah. And in my favorite era of your videos, you had an El Primero. So, it makes sense.
Same model.
We got some super chats.
Here we go. SR Bell, $5. AC3, would you lick one of David SW's ball hairs for a yellow gold Batman and Bruce Wayne? I would do it.
David SW is a nice guy. He's probably very clean.
No date sub. I'd do it for a no date sub. Steel. You don't even need yellow gold.
And I think there's one more.
There's one
here we go. We've got MT85, $2. 10 million pre-Bitcoin fall.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a rough few months. I have lost over $1 million since October. It's painful, but I still got a smile on my face. I don't have to work. But I'll just leave another saying that I've come up with, and that is volatility is what keeps poor people out of assets that keep the rich wealthy.
Oh, that's a fair point, actually.
The people don't want to do stock market, they don't want to do Bitcoin, they don't want to do these other types of investing, but those are the things that keep rich people rich. It goes up and down. It needs to shake these people out. Not everyone's meant to get there.
It's funny you say that. I had this discussion with this lady. She had a fully paid off house worth over $1 million. And I said, if you want to put some money away, in Australia, we've got superannuation. She said, oh, it's all rigged. The government's trying to control. I said, you know what? Yes, the government can change the rules on superannuation, but you're in your 50s. You haven't got that long before you can access it. And I said, do you really want to gear up? She wanted to buy an investment property for 800,000. I said, do you really want to get 800,000 of debt to buy another property? It's just so much. Like if you bought it at a cheap time, it doesn't matter.
It depends on the property.
But if you're buying it now where the prices are high, you got to borrow so much. I said, do you really need that nightmare on you? And how much? I said, look, sure, I like property myself. I think it's a great investment. But do you really, really want to have 800? I mean, do you know what the payments on 800,000 at 6% are? It's fucking expensive. And that's the whole thing. You are right, because I said to her, the best investment for you, honey, put it into your super. There's tax concessions if you put extra in. I said, your super, basically, if you put money into super, you can use pre-tax dollars and pay 15% as opposed to your tax rate, which for most people would be at least 30%. So there's some big concessions. And the other thing is too, super funds, you get to pick the mix. You pick the mix, right? I've got my super all in Australian shares. 75% Australian shares, 25% foreign equities. No seed. I don't sit term cash, bonds and shit.
I
like
agree.
that.
You don't want cash. It's
right?
Lousy returns and long-term risk. Like you hit inflation, it's like none of that.
Exactly.
None of those returns mean anything.
So, but I said to her, why wouldn't you just put it in super? You don't have to fuck around with tenants. You don't have to fuck around with the hot water system break. I said, if you've already got an investment property, if you bought it when they were cheap, hey, you're laughing. But you're buying when the market is so dear at your age. And I said, you don't even have tenure. I said, you've got a year-to-year. She's had a year-to-year teaching contract. I said, you've got a year-to-year teaching contract. What's to say that education is having a massive downswing? Like, did you know in Korea, they're predicting a lot of universities will close down in the next decade because there was a milestone reached, which was there were under 300,000 students starting grade one or prep. Okay,
right.
That's the first time in many, many years it's gone under three. Normally it was in the heyday, it was about 400 to 450. So what that means is in 20 years time, or 12 years, 15, whatever fucking years time, 12 years time, that lower number will mean there'll be less people going to university because the institution.
Well, the ratio doesn't have to hold. The only counterpoint is the ratio doesn't have to hold. Like just say out of 100% of university graduates, the current number that going to university is 60%. In 20 years, maybe it's 80%. There's a little bit of flexibility, but I see what you're saying.
They're saying it will lead to university closures because there's not the funding and there's not the students to go there.
Yeah.
And not everyone. We got another super chat. Let's have a look at another super chat. We've got a couple super chats. We've got some great super chats here. Yankee Doodle, $5. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm down over 2 mil since October. These were all gains, but still painful. Now doubling down on Bitcoin, feeling good.
Good, Yankee Doodle. I mean, 2 million is I envy your losses because you can only be down 2 million if you've got a lot more money than me.
Yeah.
So I envy your losses, and I'm glad you have that stoic attitude because it's not when the market is at all-time high that people make their fortunes. It's when everyone else is panicking and you could just knuckle down and invest. Someone said doubling down on your losses. Yeah, that's what you actually do. You got to have good investments and you double down on them when they're cheap. That's what Warren Buffett says. No person who's good with finances says, oh, you should exit now. You've lost so much money. Like this is just panic mode. You know what I mean? So
Same with the watch market. If you think about it, what's happening at the moment, people are panicking and they're selling. There's a lot of that happening, and it's a similar thing. I know watches aren't the same as investments, but you can see that a lot of YouTubers panicking. All the prices are going down. It's all bust. It's all finished. It's over. It's over. It's a good time to buy. To think about it.
But you should be diversified as well. I mean, okay, maybe the thing you double down on goes to zero, but hopefully you've got 4 or 5 other plays. Like you double down on it all.
In one basket, you don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, all my money, yes. I've probably got 200,000 Aussie in watches, but there ain't, majority of my money it's elsewhere,
Yeah.
We got another.
100%. Good luck to you, Yankee Doodle. Good luck to you.
Cool. I don't think these are really cool.
How long is my refractory period? No, I'll answer that one. I'm an older guy, so depends how I'm feeling. I'm certainly not a 17-year-old. Once in the night is perfectly fine. Once in the evening is perfectly fine. But if the moment calls for it, something could happen.
I don't know what
pills help too. It's the time between.
Dodger?
Oh man, at least 5 days here. It's at 64. Okay. It's 5 days, mate.
Well, I'm totally into being upfront about that I take pills. I can still function without the pills, but the pills make your life a lot better. Like it isn't just that you can do it. You can actually perform much better. As in you can perform for longer and enjoy your moments better with the pills. So I recommend, if you haven't tried using Viagra or Cialis before, I get some. See if it works for you. There's a few side effects, but they're tractable, and it's up to you. But it could improve your life. Improve your life.
Did you know that Viagra was originally designed as a blood pressure medication?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then an unusual side effect of it that they discovered by accident was it gave you a hard-on forever. So they marketed it harder in that direction.
That's how a lot of drugs are. Have you ever taken Imodium? So anti-diarrhea pills. So Imodium.
100 years ago, I did.
Okay.
What about Imodium? What was Imodium for?
So Imodium, they were trying to create a new morphine. There's always a desire for new painkillers, and they came up with a new type of morphine. And what they discovered during testing, that the morphine that is Imodium happened to only affect the nervous system of the gut. And it slowed everything down, and it was a fantastic anti-diarrhea treatment. And that's what it became. That's Imodium. They were just trying to find a generic painkiller, and it's like, it only affects the gut. We could still sell it.
In Europe, they just give you some sort of opiate, and if you have diarrhea, and it bricks you right up. I know
probably similar function.
They'll give you codeine and Tylenol cough syrup or Vicodin or some sort of opiate, and it just instantly bricks you right up. That's just a side effect of opiates. But in Europe, that's their first thing they do. Whereas here in America, you got to go buy Imodium or Pepto-Bismol or whatever, 20 different over-the-counter things we have that basically kind of maybe work, but not as instantly and well as opiates. But again, opiates you don't want to be taking if you don't have to.
Archie, you can go read the super chats.
Ozzy, about Goebbels, would never hurt animals. We would not hurt animals.
You don't worry about me, Archie. I got a thick enough skin. We can play with this.
And Blumpkins,
I couldn't perform with a gerbil. No. So was that.
We don't want to hurt
Well,
animals either. I
gerbil's
mean,
very
fuck me dead.
80s. I think the gerbil thing is very 80s, isn't it? I think the gerbils came out in 80s from what I remember. The gerbil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sort of
Was it
shows
some
SR
kind of pop
Bell's
star?
age, I guess, because that's not a
Yeah.
millennial.
It
Wasn't
came
there
out in the
something?
80s, and it was something to do with some rock star that
Yeah.
supposedly did something with the gerbil in a plastic bag. Michael probably know what this is all
Yeah,
about.
it was.
It's Richard
Oh.
Gere, isn't it?
No, well, I think there's
Oh,
a rumor running around
Let's
about
story.
him,
move off this topic.
but
We want to get back into the collecting phase, Mike. This is dead topic, okay? Mike, we're just
Okay.
steering the ship a little bit more easily. Let me just say this to you,
no
Ozzy.
worries, man. You're the captain.
Let's get to the
I
bottom
gotta
of the
tell you,
gerbil.
man, Mike hit it on the head. One watch. He gave his Speedy away just so he could be a one and done guy. You don't need any more watches, Mike. Just keep the sub and forget it. You can still love
That's a good
watches.
idea.
Don't get me wrong. You can
Yeah,
still
no.
love watches.
That
But you
is
don't
where I
need any more.
stand today. That's where I stand today.
I would like to. I'm going to tell you something, Ozzy. I'd like to, honestly, I'd like to have the Explorer 2, and the Speedy, and that is it. I'd like to fuck the rest off.
Mm-hmm. Makes
The only
sense.
problem is the PAM market is so bad. That's unsellable.
But if you like Pam, and now's the time to grab one.
No, but
if you're
I
not
no,
looking to
it's
sell
not,
it,
Mikey.
no.
I got
SR
honestly, Explorer 2 and a Speedy. I could go down to 2. The Breguets, I'd love to get out of the Breguets. Yes, I want to get the fuck out. I get out of the Zenith, and I get out of the PAM. If I could get rid of those 4, I would be a 2-man watch. That's it, 2 watches. A Speedy and an Explorer. Fuck it, that's all I need. And in the future, I might add a sub date like Mikey. But I don't need to buy. I don't need to collect. I honestly, collecting was a big part of my life before. I'd like to get out of that now.
I would not like to receive a Blumpkin. That would not be a positive.
Can somebody tell me what a blumpkin is? Because that's someone else I don't know.
You have to Urban Dictionary it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I'll
what it
do it
is, and
now.
I don't want to know.
It's not that bad. Like I wouldn't look down
No,
upon
okay.
someone if they said they wanted one, but
These new words, these kids blumpkin.
I got to tell you something. You know what? Let's go to Vietnam.
Ooh,
The food
vulgar
is
slang.
amazing. Vietnamese food is amazing.
I tell you the downside to Vietnam is my wife would kill me because
Why?
she wants to go to Vietnam far more than I do. She loves Vietnamese food far more than I do, and I just can't. We can't bring the kids on that trip. Not in this time frame.
You could go there to do an exploratory hustle.
Yeah.
So you go from Vegas, right?
Yeah, I think it would be easy. I'm sure there's direct flights from Los Angeles, almost assuredly, or San Francisco. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it would be easy. But I think the issue isn't money nor is it interest. It's probably my wife. As soon as my wife wants to go, then all of a sudden it's a family trip. As soon as a family trip, logistically it's impossible.
Yep.
You're looking about $600 to $1,200 return trip.
Yeah. No, yeah, from money perspective, it makes sense. From interest, it does, but it's my wife that'll kill me. She's going to be way
She
too
can't do a
jealous.
family thing for 3 days.
Well, once you add 4 plane tickets to the mix,
Yeah, there's a price. Yeah.
We got a super chat here from Black Cat 997, $5. Tomcat Ali works for guys in their 40s. Ciaris is for guys in their 60s.
Okay, I don't know what Tomcat Alley, but look, no, Cialis is honestly like for everyone. There's a lot of younger guys taking it just to improve their workouts. Now, I'm not telling you to do it just for that, but it's very limited downsides to taking Cialis. So you know, it's up to you. Like if you have any hint of, you know, performance that isn't like outstanding, if you do not classify your intimate times with your significant other as anything less than outstanding, you should give it a shot. You should give it a shot. You're missing out on
Got a
outstanding.
super chat here from SR Bell, $2. AC Blumpkin, read it on air. Okay, basically, getting a blowjob whilst you're on the toilet.
I see. Okay.
So
Nothing.
I wouldn't
It
look
really
down upon
doesn't do
someone
a lot
unless they're
for me.
hygienic. They're doing it on the toilet.
It doesn't necessarily do terribly much for me to be. It doesn't excite me or
Yeah,
do terribly much.
I couldn't do
Google
it.
says it's vulgar slang. Vulgar slang, it says it is. Vulgar slang. There you are.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't
Do
do it.
any of
I
you
wouldn't
guys
even
know
do it.
who Susan Powter is?
No.
Susan Powter. Dodger, I'm waiting for hear from you. She was a fitness guru.
Hi, Dodger.
Susan Palter. Hey, Mike.
It's always,
I've
it's
never
always
heard of
good to see you, man.
I knew, man. It's always good.
Love you, bro.
No, doesn't ring a bell. No, don't recognise the name at all.
No worries.
You remember the Green Goddess in the UK? That she used to do like a fitness thing first thing in the morning on morning TV. That's about it, really.
Oh, Dodger, do you like to match your wedding band with the watch you're wearing?
It's interesting. Oh, hang on. Turn my camera. Yeah, my wedding band's
Do you wear white gold
titanium.
when you're wearing steel? Oh, you're
Well,
using titanium.
I
Okay.
suppose I'm wearing steel Pepsi, but
Yeah.
but you know, this is when. Hang on, there's a dot. Would you believe there's a dot? This shows out we weren't rich when we got married, so there's a tiny diamond. There it is. There's the world's tiniest. My wedding ring has got the world's tiniest diamond in it. We didn't have much money when we got
It's not
married,
meant to
so
have a
you
big
know
kind
that's
of means. It's not
yeah.
meant to have huge diamonds all over the shot.
We didn't have
Yeah,
our
that's
money
fair.
for gold, you know. So yeah.
I didn't get a gold wedding band. At the end of the day, I was really not sure about wearing a ring full stop, and I definitely didn't want to commit to a gold one at the time. But so for titanium watches, I do have a titanium ring, and then for wearing Rolexes, I do have one in 904L steel. The only place to get a 904L steel ring that I know of is this guy
The
in Utah.
Rancher's on. Speaking of great panelists, we got the Rancher on. Hello, Rancher.
You know, actually, I have come to make amends. I've been told by a few people that the last few times I've come on, I've been unpleasant and nasty and combative and churlish. So I've come to personally apologize to Mike the Snake. Mike, I'm very, very sorry.
Well, no worries, man. I was never I never took anything that you said to me as an insult or razzing me or anything. So, it's all good. We're 100%, man.
Oh, good. I wanted to make sure. Thanks.
Yeah. 100%, man. Like you've never said anything that's like even remotely close to the line or over the top, and you know, getting ribbed by the chat and the panel is kind of par for the course for me. So, you know, it just rolled off. You know, so no, don't worry about it. Yeah, we're all good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I like hearing apologies and apologies being accepted. This is very civil.
And Aussie expat, I also took a few shots at you about you having the hairstyle of a woman, specifically a lesbian from the 1960s.
Is it true though?
Well, you know, it really totally is, but I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it.
It's all right. Thank you. I accept your apology, but none needed. It's okay.
All right. Okay, well, I guess my business here is done.
Hey, Rancher, we love.
Oh, we've lost Archie for a moment.
Oh, I was expecting him to say lady boys.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, take care, guys.
Hey,
Thanks.
you're going? Why
See
are
you,
you
man.
leaving,
Yeah,
man?
right, sure.
We love you
Take care,
here.
mate.
I'm going to try and
I
make
said
sausage
apologies.
rolls tomorrow, maybe.
Good idea.
Yeah. We got another one of those beautiful steaks again tonight. Remember the other night? These are
Nice.
just fantastic. Look at the marbling. This isn't Wagyu. This is just really nice cuts. That's all. This one's even better, I think.
Nice. I'm having. I pulled out of the freezer a package. So for the next night or two, I'm having wild boar sausage.
Oh, beautiful.
Mixed with maybe eggs and potatoes or something. But this will be one of the few times
Not
that
nice
I
on.
actually cook for myself, and I'll fry it up in a pan because it's not in link form. It's just a patty. So I'll
Yeah.
cook it in my air fryer and make some rice or something else to go with it. And
What do you
yeah,
mean you don't normally cook?
I don't. I'm a great cook. I'm a fantastic cook, but I only cook with or for people. I don't cook for myself. It's just too much fucking energy and time. So, I have changed my diet from really shitty TV dinners to the healthy ones, which is now I know it's
The
processed
slightly
food.
healthier
None
one.
of none of them are good, but I read the numbers on the box, so I'm not getting, the 600 calorie Salisbury steak TV dinner. I'm getting the, 200 calorie or 100, lower than that, even lean cuisine type TV dinners. And it's obviously worked. I've lost 50 pounds. So,
Wow, Mike, 50? That's
yeah,
quite an achievement, man.
yeah. And just in the last, 6, 8 months.
Wow.
But it was a concerted effort. I got on Ozempic, not by choice. My doctor put me on it because the other injectable I was taking became
We got a super
unavailable.
chat here. $2 from SR Bell. Clive, you should apologize to AC for sucking. Thank you. And SR Bell, Mike, how many girls did you bang in the porn store? I don't think Mike wants to answer that. We'll just leave that because that goes the wrong way for Mike.
Not really, but there were.
It doesn't go well, Mike.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Well, let's just drop it.
You want to
To share the
protect your
numbers,
anonymity.
was it like between 50 or 100 or between 100 and 250? I reckon between 100 and 250 it must have.
I wish. No, not that many, but closer, more than you have on your both of your hands. I can say
Oh,
that much.
There we
that's
go.
cool.
SR
But
Bell
you were
says
there for quite a
0.
while, right? It was like 10 years?
What's that?
How long were you working at the store?
A couple of years.
Couple
Yeah, it should
years
have
of
been
10.
250. Yeah.
Wow.
Should be at least 250.
No, that's pretty good for an ad hoc location. Jeez, Mike.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all
no,
about location, I guess.
I've never had, if I set out for it, I've never had issues, getting laid, basically.
Sure, but I mean, I know there's a lot of girls who wouldn't set foot in such a store. So you're not even playing with the full
Full
field.
deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
You're not even playing with a full deck with that equation there.
I mean, working at a adult video store changes you, and so I wasn't really actively seeking, and I honestly became a complete dick, and I got laid 3 times as much when I was a complete asshole to chicks at bars and stuff than when I
Wow.
was Mr. Nice Guy. That's
Bad boy
just
wins at the end of the day, huh?
yeah. You know, they say that the nice guys always lose, and I kind of found it to be fairly true. Yeah.
That's brought a whole new meaning to Betamax now, hasn't it? How do you get that joke?
Mike, here you got a super chat here. How many guys did I bang in the porn store? None.
Oh God. He's not like that, it's not Bell. It's okay if he was, but you know, I don't think that's Mike's scene really.
Yeah, no, just I got nothing against it. I've had friends that were gay, and it's just that's their business, man. I different strokes for different folks, you know. One of my very best friends in the world is gay, and I didn't know it for a really, really long time until one time we were having a dinner with me and my friends and stuff, and we were asking each other, you know, well, are you going out with somebody or you have somebody? And I asked my friend, and he's like, no, I'm gay, you know. And I was like, it just blew me away, but it didn't matter. Didn't change a fucking thing. You know, I still love the guy.
I tell you what I like about the current time period. It feels like we either are or almost going to be again in a time period in which we're allowed to say things are gay again.
We're going to super chat. CB,
Yeah.
good friend CB, $2. Mike the Snake, did you mean 10 against 1?
I'm not sure exactly what that means, but no, I would assume the answer is no.
Alexa, set a timer for 1 minute 30 seconds. Sorry, I did go on mute for that one. Now 50 people in the chat have timers for my steak.
You got a super chat, Mike. Would you let Mark penetrate you for 500K? Fuck yeah.
I could take that up.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
That being said, for all of the rude super chats we've gotten, we've never clarified how big he is.
Doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter. Wow. Okay.
Are you kidding me? I mean, your booty hole can stretch so far, like probably more than a woman's, you know, thing of, you know, V thing. You know, there are guys that go elbow deep, you know, like
MT85, $2. Did it upset you? He didn't ask you out.
Who's that? Who's
your best friend who was gay? He was. I think he kind of.
Oh no, no. Basically, he was an employee of mine, and no, not at all. This is not my cup of tea. So
there you go. That's a no. There you go. He's answered it.
We're covering men's health quite well tonight, aren't we? We're doing a lot of men's health.
Studmuffin, $5. Arch, what are you most surprised about after the release of the Epstein documents? I'm just kind of surprised why these guys have to go for underage girls. I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, fuck me dead. Let me tell you this. I just think it's so wrong because you're going to damage these people. They shouldn't be having relationships with rich cunts, rich old bastards. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with a 15-year-old having a relationship with a 14 or a 16-year-old, but when you've got a 50-year-old businessman who's having a relationship with a young, that's just the dynamics are wrong. And I got to be totally honest with you. Women in their 20s, they want to party, and that's not my scene.
Yep.
Women in their 30s want somebody to have children with them and get married. Well, fuck, that's a disaster. Women in their 40s, they want you to raise other people's kids, and and women in their 50s, well, okay, then you're starting to get into somebody who's at least got the kids off the hand. And I don't understand. I think age appropriate dating is kind of, I think that's better than I don't understand why Epstein would have to go for people who are so vulnerable. That's the problem. It's just not cool.
Because he's a monster.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I see too. Is that he genuinely thinks of himself as evil.
There's nothing more fucking insidious than like what Epstein is doing. Like.
Well, he's dead. He's dead. He committed suicide.
Yeah.
We've got Isabel, $2. Mark, would you let? Okay, Mark's not on the panel.
The Polish Prime Minister came out. The Polish Prime Minister came out the other day and reckons he was a Soviet spy, and they've got the Secret Service and Homeland Security here looking into it. That Epstein was actually a spy being paid by the Soviets.
He's 100% an intelligence asset. 100% developing other intelligence assets.
Yeah,
and more than that, we already know multiple administrations in USA have protected him. So we don't even. That's a smoking gun already. So I was very surprised to see the Bill Gates smoking gun. Bill Gates being involved, and like we already know he was involved, but actually getting the smoking gun was very satisfying. Oh, and Elon Musk trying to get to the island.
Super chat, Arch.
That was
Working hard, $2. Does Epstein creating Bitcoin change things, Aussie?
No. I think that's the most satisfying version of my answer. Is no.
Good answer, I suppose. No.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I just heard this. I saw a short about Epstein and the cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants.
I love SpongeBob.
Yeah, me too. But according to this short, it was developed for like Epstein and what was I gonna say? Okay, when you see the SpongeBob SquarePants logo with him, and then in the background it looks like a big paint splotch on the wall, right? And if you look at that and you overlay it to the island that Epstein had, it's a dead ringer. So SpongeBob SquarePants was basically developed for Epstein, and that's just what I heard. And that painting, the backdrop, the wallpaper for SpongeBob is the shape of his little island, which kind of gives the story a little bit of credibility, if that's the case.
I don't know. Anytime you're comparing things to things visually, I think that it's usually bait.
Yeah. I mean,
usually bait.
It's nothing I've actually confirmed or even like did a secondary search about. It's just something I heard. That's all. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, I think we should leave Mike alone there, SR Bell.
Well, at least we're getting some super chat.
I got to say this. We don't have to read them. They're $2 super chats. It just fucking brings the show to a area I don't really want to see it. Is the juice worth the squeeze, Dodger?
Yeah, is it worth $2 worth? Yeah, $2. Yeah, I must admit, $2. I wouldn't squeeze the $2.
Aussie expat, let me ask you this. Why are there so many tech layoffs? Can I ask you that? Like
I'm not too sure that there'll be that many more. The last round of layoffs, like initially they were getting like stock bumps, like, oh, Wall Street likes the layoffs, so let's lay off more
they
people.
do. Well, Wall Street loves sacking because it
No, but
increases.
the last two layoffs were huge, and stock price didn't budge. It's like tell us a new one. Like it doesn't matter. So I think this last round is probably the last of the layoffs that you'll see for a while because it's just not worth it. There's no upside to it.
Yeah, I mean, is there a future in tech there? Like, I mean, would you encourage? You know, tech was supposed to be this wonderful area. I remember 20 years ago, it was sprouted as it was just
It was
such
wonderful. It was wonderful. Like I genuinely enjoyed my time in big tech until the end, and it was because I got to do stuff that nobody else has ever done before, and I got to do it with budgets that are unbelievable, with problems at scale that would result in billions of dollars lost or won. So it was a great time to be around great people, you know, pushing your craft. In the last few years, that simply hasn't been the case. All the people who were good were leaving, and you were just left to keep the lights on. So I don't envy anyone who still needs the money.
Tech is changing so quickly. You know, let's say you set out to be a tech or like and went to school. You know, by the time you graduated, everything you learned would be outdated. At the rate technology is going at this point.
That's always been the case. I mean, the job of an engineer is to bridge the gap between people's real world problems and the technology needed to solve them. And I always used a new technology every new project I would go out and do. So, you know, it's not really a challenge that there's new technology. And the last like 2 years, I was using AI exclusively to do, you know, 90% of tasks. But here's the rub. If you use AI to do the grunt work, that might be the only part of the job that was fun. You know what I mean? Like if you work on cars, it's fun working on the cars, not doing the invoices. Now, if you were in this weird world where machines did all of the car work and you get to keep doing the invoices, is your career any good anymore? That's the question.
As long as the money's coming in.
No, it's got to be more than money because at some point you have enough money. So, and if you're an engineer for one of these companies, hopefully you'll have enough money pretty quickly. So you got to be working for something more than just money. Like surgeons, they keep going. Right? Surgeons keep working into their 60s. They could have retired 30 years prior, probably. Well, maybe not that soon because their education takes so long. But you get what I mean.
We've got some super chats coming. SR Bell, $2. AC, read all my super chats, or I will stop buying things.
You're a hostage, Archie. You're a hostage.
CB, $5. Do you like the new S-Class series? I think the S-Class is amazing. In China, they've got the Maybach. Maybach has become an option. Like it's like the top of the line.
Maybach?
Yeah, Maybach or Maybach.
Maybach has become they got an S-Class, like an S580, and then you get the Maybach version of the S580, which
I don't like that.
Well, it's not a terrible thing. It's just they capitalize on that name because Maybach has a standalone
bourgeois,
brand.
though, aren't they? They're very bourgeois. They're a bit, you know, bourgeois.
Yeah. Well, the problem with Maybach is sedan market, even for Rolls-Royce, is gone to SUVs. SUVs seems
Yeah,
to
the
be where
Cullinan.
it's all headed. And having a sedan.
I admire the Maybachs, like the real one. You know, the couple that they made 20 years ago.
Well, they were originally a car. They were in the 40s. After World War II, I think they stopped. You know, Maybach was a very prestigious brand. Interesting thing, in Hogan's Heroes, they were Maybachs, but they put the Mercedes logo on because people wouldn't understand Maybach logo. Just out of interest, a little bit of
Really?
Hogan's Hero.
Huh.
Hogan. Hogan's Hero.
Hogan's was like 1960s,
60s, late 60s.
70s, 60s.
Bob Crane.
Yeah,
He was.
I watched
Speaking of which, he
I
was
watched
also
the biopic on him.
He was a bit weird, Bob Crane.
Weird sex stuff.
Davey Smalls, $10. This is a positive super chat for Mike, not to answer any questions. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you, Davey Smalls, I should say. But you know, the sad thing is, S-classes used to be so damn cool. The whole way cars are now, like BMW used to really, how do I put it? BMW used to be 3 Series, 5 Series, 7 Series. They've all gone SUV. It's terrible. I'm really sad about it. I don't think that's a good solution, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's troubling with a brand versus what people actually want. The brands want to sell whatever they can get, and they don't want the brand to just survive. You get what I mean? Like, they'd
Yeah.
rather compromise the brand than sell less cars.
Yeah. And somebody on all high is dictating what they make, be it
I mean, the truth is, how many
SUV
people
or regular car, you know? Because here in America, 9 out of 10 cars is an SUV or bigger, like Suburban or you know, Escalade or fucking, you know, the big Ford version of that, or, you know, big trucks, full-size trucks. They're still pushing all that shit at 8, 10, 12 miles to the gallon. It just blows my mind, you know? Because I don't think that's what the general public really, really wants, you know? It's
Well, it's gone electric. I think the love for these cars has gone when it went electric. A few super chats here. SR Bell, $2. AC, would you let David SW Skull? No, I can't say this to my sponsors. SR Bell. CB, $2. Your answer tells me you did not see the release. Okay. Well, I kind of sick of, to be completely frank and honest with you, I'm fucking sick of the Epstein papers. This and that. You know what? The guy's dead. And I'm really disappointed with so much of these rich people. They want to have things which I just don't understand. They could have. What disappoints me is SCB is that rich people could have used their money to fight poverty, increase education, do all the good things. Instead, they just want to fuck young. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's just stupid. Stupid. It's just
It's way beyond stupid. It's fucking sick, is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, Archie, I think paying attention is a little bit important because we actually want them to go to prison, not just, oh, this is disappointing.
SR Bell, AC, where has Blondie been? She left. She's left. I don't blame her. She came on the scene. She had some fun, and you know, a lot of people have left the scene because watches are no longer. They're no longer flavor of the month. They're kind of a hobby, but I would very nicely shrink down to 2 watches. Aussie expat.
I would love to, but I cannot. I evidently cannot. I've got the option to get rid of this one. Been offered more than David SW's prices, which is David SW's top of the market, and I want to keep it. I want to keep
Well,
it.
but
I want
you
the
don't
watch
have
more
to
than
be
I
in
want
the
the
selling
numbers.
phase. I think for you, you're only in your 40s, right? I wouldn't look at consolidating until my 50s or 60s. You know what I mean?
That's a good target. Good target.
Yeah, well, that's how I see it. For me, I'll be honest with you. I was hoping I could suck on the teat that is YouTube streaming for another 5 years, right? I was hoping to make it to 60, okay, but that seems unlikely. Is the squeeze worth the juice? I'll be honest with you. Is the juice worth the squeeze? I'll be totally honest with you. I don't think it is anymore, okay? Aussie? I
Yeah,
don't
I
think it's...
mean we're at more similar phases than you think. You know, I don't have income coming anymore, so it's all about allocation now.
Well,
And
for me, I'll be honest with you. I'm disappointed with how the streaming's gone. It's become very trollish. You know, like if I go and gonzo or film things, people try and track you down. They try and make fun of it. It's gone very, very, very yucky. And I see that as sad. It's sad that that's
but
gone on.
talking about tracking down, remember when Blondie showed up in Las Vegas?
But that's a long time ago.
I know. I mean, well, you're comparing the old days to the current era. And, you know, actually, we did have someone who tracked us down in real life.
Oh no, she was kind of yeah. No, she was okay, but I'll be honest with you. It's
I remember. I remember
Super Chat
Bondage's face very well.
On my way as talking S series, you dummy. On my way as talking S series, you dummy. I don't. What's he saying?
I was talking S
on my way
series,
as talking. Your answer tells me you did not see the release. Oh, the new S class he's talking about.
Oh, there's a new S class. Okay. Interesting.
Mercedes.
I always know to respect S class. Simple as that. like it's the pinnacle of cars. If you want to know what your car will look like in 10 years, 20 years time, you look at the current S class. I've always had and still do have respect for S class.
They have the best black paint job available, because if you look at any car and you look at it like I look at it as a body man, you know, you see that micro orange peel from the clear coat on every paint job, and Mercedes look like they've been blocked out and made flawless, and their black doesn't contain sparkles. It's just a pure black, which just speaks a lot more to me.
Wow, the rear cabin looks every bit as good as a Maybach. Like you don't even need that Maybach moniker. I mean, yeah, they've really stepped it up. Holy cow. And they're downright affordable, starting at 120,000.
That's a lot of money.
It could be worse.
CB, there was a great video. I tell you, CB, if you wanted to see a great video on, he was talking about the previous, besides this new release. There's a guy who I watch on YouTube, Car Nut. He's a Toyota expert. What's his name?
Yeah, the car care nut, I think.
Car Care Nut. And he is a real Toyota and Lexus fan, and he did a great review on the latest. Well, it was the previous S-Class now, and I thought his his father loves S-Classes.
Oh, cool.
And he actually picked all the things that were shit on it. He says plastic here. This is a luxury. He made some very, very good points about the S-Class, where he said it had gone a bit tacky. And I tend to agree with. I think he made some very good points.
Interesting. Well, one of the background things, the Germans really love their quote-unquote sustainability. So use of different materials, they tend to like things that in another era we would have just said that's just cheap. And maybe it is cheap.
Yeah.
Like they like their use of like recyclable plastics and non.
Well, they have to do that. That's the legislation says that. They're kind of.
All right.
That's.
Yeah.
And actually, CB was having a talk to me. He said the Euro rules, Euro 7 or Euro 8, the engine has to have a certain output of the air, has to be a certain, and the only way you can achieve that is by having high heat to burn off the contaminants, which means, CB said to me, it means the engine is not going to last over 200,000 miles, because to achieve that efficiency, it's going to shit itself. So that's more legislation than car maker forcing.
Do you remember in the generations past where the biggest threat to society was smog?
Oh yeah, I remember going
Blade
to
Runner has like just all smog everywhere. LA covered in smog, and just like it's just a thing of the past.
I remember as a child driving to San Francisco or Sacramento, and miles before you got there, you saw the huge yellow cloud just right over the top of the city that was smog, produced by the city. They've just got new additives now to the fuels and everything, so that it doesn't change the color of the sky. But yeah, I do remember those days for sure. Lived them.
Yeah, so I've got two minds of that. I'm glad we've got the technology to have made everything good, and if you listen to any leftist, they would tell you that the world is dead. But there were legislation. How much did the industry say we want to agree to this and blah blah blah? I mean, we're seeing pushback now. Like I was supposed to ban EVs, and it's like that's not going to happen. Everyone knew it was never going to happen, but geez.
Funny enough, there's less pollution now than there was when I was around.
I don't really want to. I don't even want to read that one, SR Bell.
Yeah, we can slide
CB $2. It might be the smartest car on the market. Late ready. L4 market. L4 ready. I don't know, what does he mean? What's he mean? L4 ready.
Smartest car on market. L4 ready. Yeah, I don't.
Did you know that Toyota is soon going to be producing a 2-liter engine, 2.0, in a production car, and of course with a turbo, but it's going to be rated at 400 horsepower from the factory.
Nice.
From the factory, and honestly, the engine size doesn't matter. It's just a matter of how much boost it can handle.
No, actually, Mikey, they've discovered the most efficient engines are 500 cc per cylinder. That's why you have 2-liter turbo 4 and 3-liter turbo 6. So the most efficient sizing is, and they also have a 1.5-liter 3-cylinder engine BMW uses.
Sure.
That's the most efficient. That's the most efficient size per cylinder chamber. That's what that's why all the cars now are mainly 2-liter and 3-liter. 2-liter for 4-cylinder, 3-liter for 3-liter for 6-cylinder and
Sorry,
4-litre.
I gotta jump.
the
My steak is ready, and I gotta.
No
go.
worries. Thank you, Odyssey Expat.
Thank you,
Ozzy.
everyone. And anyone
Ozzy.
suffering from market movements today, best of luck.
What's happened today? You share what happened with the market movements.
I
Dodger,
don't know.
you still there, Dodge?
Last time I looked, today, the FTSE was up. So I don't know what's happened. Has it gone down? I don't know.
Archie.
I'll
Oh,
have a look,
CB
really.
says $2. L4 means self-driving Uber. Wow.
Oh wow. Archie, did you know that in the 80s the Class B rally cars, the Lancia Delta S4 had I think it was a 1600 cc or 1800 cc engine that was both supercharged and turbocharged, and when cranked all the way up, could make 1100 horsepower.
Fuck, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Supercharged and turbo. Fuck, God knows what the longevity of that fucking engine would be.
Oh, they're high strung. It's like there's another example is like max speed in IMSA racing. Per the rule books, they could build this ultralight car and put a turbo 4-banger in it that just crushed the field. But the engines were basically stock, and they lasted like a practice session, and they hucked it. They'd bring 4 or 5 engines for the race weekend, and just go through motors. That's where they started instituting all these rules to like keep the costs down. But they always backfire because it takes 10 times that amount to put the technology into the parts or the engine that deem has to last this many races, right? So to save money, instead of running 2 cheap engines per race, right?
Drag car engines last 4 seconds and have to rebuild. Mind you, apparently you can rebuild a drag car engine in 1 hour. New clutch, new pistons.
Oh,
yeah, 4 seconds. Imagine having a car that just lasts 4 seconds.
Yeah, they're into the 3s now.
Yeah, but the longevity of the engine is 4 seconds and a rebuild.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, if they're totally disassembled down to the
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is to watch, and they only have like 35 minutes to do it. So between rounds, maybe it's a little longer, but yeah, I mean, it's like it's orchestrated. Watching those mechanics work is just everybody has their thing to do. You got a head guy, you got a blower guy, you got a clutch guy, and everybody just swoops in and fucking, in 5 minutes the thing is gutted, and within a half an hour it's back together, and then
the shit we buy today takes a month to take apart. You have to take the front of the car off to change the headlamp. That's an Audi A4. You're going to take the front off to change the headlamp. Fuck me dead.
I tried to fix my friend's Audi Jetta alternator, which is, in most cars is a pretty simple procedure. But the way they designed the car, the alternator couldn't come up and out, and it couldn't come down and out. You had to literally remove the entire front end of the car, radiator and front firewall and all that.
Yeah, standing operating procedure on Audi. Take the front of the car off.
Just to fix a fucking alternator.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd never own a Jetta.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's look. These Volkswagen Audi group cars, they're not all bad, okay? They're not all bad.
Oh, sure.
I think you've got to realize they're not all terrible cars, and there are some amazing cars out there. You've just got to find the right ones. You know what I mean? Audi, that's basically what modern Bentleys are. They are Audis. You know, they are Audis. That's what they are. Bentleys. You know, I always love the GTIs. You know the GTI?
The
Yeah,
Golf
sure. The
GTI, yeah.
Golf
Yeah.
GTI. Those are fun
Back in the
cars.
day,
Front
1980, yeah.
front wheel drive, but they still, you know, they're formidable. The new, you know, the later model Golf R's were all wheel drive with a turbo motor and were worthy.
Remember they had the VR6s? Remember the VR6?
They may have put that
Mm.
in the Golf R. I don't know. I'm not
Well, that's
really
what the
up on it.
W12 engine was. It was two VR6 motors welded
Yes,
together.
exactly. And the VR6 or VR4, VR8, basically what they did was they Siamese the pistons so close together that they could use one head to cover all 6 cylinders or all 8 cylinders. Instead of having, you know, a V-shaped engine with a, you know, right and left head, they changed the angle of the pistons so that they're all more in line, and then they're able to use one head for the whole shebang. And the W16 in the Bugatti is built that way. It's a bunch of those type engines, like you say, just welded together. 4 turbos. And sounds terrible.
What's that?
The original Bugatti, with the W16, and you know, it's the worst sounding supercar that exists. Sounds more like a tractor taking off.
I think the Bugatti was an amazing piece of engineering, but they're fucking the tires. Apparently, you have to replace the alloys after the wheels after so many, because the tires are glued in. Like the technology there is just so fucking expensive.
Alarm beeping.
I can't afford that. Yeah, it was beeping, Mike. I don't know if that was you, was it? Sorry, I thought it was
Yeah.
something else. Sorry.
It is beeping. I'll be right back.
That's okay, man. Dodger. We're coming to the end of the show.
I'm tired, I know.
Dodger.
It's
Really
10
forward
past
to
2 in the
seeing you
morning
in
here.
Vietnam.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll have a
trying
good
to
time. We'll have a good time.
I'm trying to convince
Be nice
Lux to come, okay?
Okay. Okay.
He's a really cool guy. I'd love to get him there, but it's never that easy.
Well, he's busy, isn't he? He's got a lot to do where he's. How's his foot now? Is it better?
Yeah, that's right. His foot was a bit sore, wasn't it?
Sore foot, yeah. Well, as long as it's getting better, that's the main thing. Not good.
Yeah. No, he's a great guy. So I'm really trying to see if I can get him to come.
So have you got any plans for Vietnam? Any specific plan? Has Easy planned anything out for you? Visits? There's things to do, trips to do, anything like that? You got anything planned yet?
Yeah, I'm trying to get and see. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he said he's going to take the. I said to him, no need to take the week off the rush. I mean, if he's taking you round, then fine. But I didn't want him to lose money, you know. Taking, you know, we can, we're fine. Work it out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's just feeling a bit down. Sometimes it just gets down to him because so many people attack him, and they kind of they don't understand the difficulties of running the YouTube business, you know.
You know it yourself. You've sort of been here long enough. You know you need really thick skin to survive this. You really do.
Yes.
If you take any of it personally, you're screwed. You know, if you start taking any of this seriously, you've had it. Really, it's a downward spiral.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And it's especially trying to make money out of it. I couldn't imagine myself going, putting myself through that like you every single day of the week, for years. I just
Oh, and you
couldn't
have someone who's
handle it.
atcha. You know, you have someone like HR who's just continually fucking atcha. You know, it just
Yeah,
gets depressing. You know.
I'd probably do it. I'm not saying well, say menial job, but I'd do anything rather than put up, with some things you have to put up with.
Yeah, look. Is it worth the squeeze? Is the juice worth the squeeze? You got to
Yeah.
ask
It
yourself,
used to be
isn't
worth
it? You
it.
know?
It used to, but now I don't know. Is it worth it?
Yeah, it was worth it. It was amazing
Yeah, well,
before. You know what I mean? But is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yeah. Let's get back to the title of the show. Is it worth it?
You know, that's the sad thing, is that people don't realize the toll it takes, and it can be. It's not easy. It's not easy. And
I think as
you
well,
realize this.
people expect more and more. Yeah, I think people expect more and more from you. You've got to up your game every time, and you can only go so far. I mean, what do you do? I mean,
No, you're right. It's very true. It's there's only so much you can do before you just had enough. But guys, time to thank our super chatters. Actually, we've got one more super chat from Stud Muffin. The new S class, $5. The new S class is amazing, but I like this even though it's about globalization. Pull up the email. What's the email he sent me? Globalization? What does he mean? This is
it's about globalization.
globalization. I can't play other clips because I'll get a strike. I've got to be very careful about that.
Check it out.
It's a Cadillac clip. It's not actually the S-Class clip. But thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Let's thank our super chatters today. We had Black Cat 997, Hurritan, Dirk Diggler, Hurritan, Thomas Burnett, Hurritan, M16, Hurritan, Can Ram, Black Cat 997, Hurritan, MT85, Hurritan, Stigler, SR Bell, Dirk Diggler, MT85, SR Bell, Yankee Doodles, SR Bell, Black Cat, SR Bell, CB, SR Bell, MT85, Stud Muffin, SR Bell, Burbing Hard, SR Bell, CB, Davy Smalls, SR Bell, CB, SR Bell, CB, SR Bell, CB, Stud Muffin. Guys, that's the show. Dodger, I am really looking forward to seeing you in Vietnam. I'd love to see.
Absolutely.
I always love Jamie's such a positive guy. And you know what? Yeah, I'd love to see Jock as well. Let's see if we can get Jock. Jock's not a bad dude. He's not a bad guy. Jock's okay. Let's get him. I'll say, Jock's cool. Any chance I could stay with you guys at the Bro House? I'd love to do that.
I don't think we're doing bro houses. We're doing hotel rooms. I mean, obviously, there's me and Mrs. Dodge. So there's no bro house this time, I'm afraid.
That's the Archieverse, the bro houses.
Oh no! Well, we didn't know. Well, if we'd have known more people were there, then we'd have probably bro housed it. But
if you sent some invites out, Dodger, I would have signed up straight away.
It kind of morphed because Easy had a go saying we're going out there, not seeing him, and then we just sort of changed our flights last minute, and so it wasn't.
Thank you,
part of the
Dodge. Thank
plan.
you so much for
Last
coming,
minute
man. I'm
over,
so
so-
looking forward to seeing you, man. Let's go and have a spring roll together,
See
hey?
you then.
See you later, guys.
See you,
Bye.
Arch. Take care.
Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW.